the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Braves. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. Joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Markakis has a read on it. One out.
Second.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. McCarthy, a right-hander who goes 6'7" tall. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 1-1 is taken for ball two. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike three called, and there are 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. This is popped up. Schimpf moving to his left. And that retires the side. Looking solid through the first frame. Nothing for the Phillies to start. Atlanta coming up. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Hoskins arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Right fielder.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are two gone now. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. The 2-2 one more time. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Williams racing back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Batting fourth.
Standing in now, Ryan Schimpf.
Ryan.
And he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Second inning coming up, and the Braves have an early 1-0 advantage. Leading off the inning, Rhys Hoskins, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Liner toward right center. And Philadelphia's into the hit column for the first time this year. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Hoskins stands at second with no outs. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. In to score the runner from second.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Striding in, Jorge Alfaro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jorge Alfaro is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. The 1-1 home. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Bills get just one despite this RBI triple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Ball stepping in for the Braves. Ozzie Albies. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Stepping into the box, Lane Adams. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Coming in is Williams. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
First offering on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. Here it comes on 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford gloves it, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
You know, D-Lo, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Center fielder number 11, Ender.
Coming to the plate now, Ender Inciarte. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And welcome back to Cobb County, Georgia for baseball on MLB Network. 3rd inning set to get underway.
Pitcher.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out.
The batter, center fielder.
Striding in once again, Odubel Herrera. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 now. That one's in there, 3-1. 3rd inning here, 3-1 our score. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Batting, right fielder, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Hit back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning.
Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
In now, Ryan Schimpf. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Herrera. Still ranging back. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
There's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Lane Adams. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Adams leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit. The throw to third. And he'll be thrown out at third, trying to take the extra base with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez.
Leading off for the
As we
Phillies,
begin the top of the 4th.
second baseman.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Popped him up. Shimp in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Pitch on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
1-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Carlos Santana will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3. Digging in to try it again. Brandon McCarthy. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Ender Inciarte. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Line to the right side. Williams is there. 2 down. Digging in once again, Nick Markakis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Arrieta into the windup. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Soft liner to the right side. Williams is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Right. Digging in now, Michael Franco. He'll look to bounce.
Leading off for Philadelphia, third baseman, Michael Franco.
first offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And a neck-high fastball that time. McCarthy up to 67 pitches thus far. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Lifted down the line in left. Adams sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Now another 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 5-1.
Leading off for
Here's
the
the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Freeman will head to second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Ryan Schimpf, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bouncer. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Softly to the right side, should get the runner to third. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Crawford has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Aaron Altair will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Aaron Altair.
Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Dribbled up the line. That's a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage. That was a missed opportunity.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Up next will be Nick Williams. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Squared that one up just a little late. Altair leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. And the relay throw is right by him at third base. So much of this game is situation.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-1 the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This one's down to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Left fielder.
Adaptive person.
Your
Here comes
attention,
the
please.
Braves manager out as
Now
he'll take
pitching
that
for the
slow
Braves,
walk toward the mound.
Number 75.
And that'll be all she wrote for Brandon McCarthy. Grant Dayton takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at the corners with one man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Count even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. Now a 6-4 ball game.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Michael Franco trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
Did get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies.
Striding in once
75.
again, Lane Adams. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Herrera. 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Dansby Swanson. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ron Hayter.
Johan Camargo will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Johan Camargo.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Ripped toward the gap in right. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Ender Inciarte as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Popped him up. Franco in foul ground, and this will land foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 57, Rex Brothers.
digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Cameron Rupp come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 29, Cameron Rupp.
In there at the knees, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. His career history against Rex Brothers. He's 1 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Up next will be Nick Williams. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Towards second, and this is taken for the out. Phillies leave a couple. Tommy Hunter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tommy Hunter.
First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
The 2-0 on the way. Sliced hard on the ground. Crawford fields it cleanly. And that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Hernandez charging in on it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Ryan Schimpf. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Hoskins on the move. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that digging in and looking for more? Cesar Hernandez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Hernandez
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulder.
Left fielder,
Peter Moylan takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
number 30, Peter Moylan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. A runner at first with no outs here. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he's safe. Adam Rosales will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Jorge Alfaro.
He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
2-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And he takes a called 3rd strike, and that's a big one as the bases stay loaded here with 1 out in the inning now.
Shortstop,
So striding in, J.P. Crawford, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Way out in front. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The 3-1 pitch. All on the ground to first. Can this be 2? To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Tommy Joseph, see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Markakis. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Two out, nobody on. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Nick Williams would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Full count to Herrera, 3-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Swanson has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Adam Rosales is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 9, Adam Rosales.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez takes it in. Throw to first is in time for the first down. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, that grounder caught him. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
His career numbers against Hector Neris, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Lane Adams becomes out number 2 this inning. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Albies is off at first with 2 away. 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
Now the 3-0 offering finds the zone, strike one. The 3-1 fouled away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Sam Freeman enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Cesar Hernandez is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Freeman is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Santana. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And that's in there for strike one.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Swanson picks it up. 1 there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Pat Neshek comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 93, Pat Neshek.
Kurt Suzuki will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Grounded back up the middle, and now this will be a base hit for Suzuki. So a nice job there by the pinch hitter leading off the inning with a base hit, and it gives the top of the order something to work with. Here's Ender Inciarte. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Here it comes. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. First pitch coming, here it is. Down the first baseline. What a foul ball here, 0-1. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2. Tommy Hunter in line for the victory if things finish as they are. A pause and the 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Suzuki rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-run game. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ryan Schimpf. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Hoskins gathers it in. And a relay home. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be. And this ball game is over. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Phillies used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Tommy Hunter claims the win.